Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at a 2004 release by Corgi from their Gerry Anderson's classic Thunderbirds series of detailed scale models for the adult collector. And this particular one we are looking at today is of Lady Penelope's pink Rolls Royce, as seen in the classic series of Thunderbirds. Okay, this is the box that it comes in. As you can see at the top, it says Classic Thunderbirds, and you've got the image of Thunderbird 1 shooting off. It says Detail Scale Model for the Adult Collector. And it's got Corgi logo at the bottom, and you've got CC00601 Fab 1, and you've got the carton logo on the right-hand side. Okay, that's the front of the box. Let's just turn the box to the side. Is there anything on the side? No, it just says CC00601 Fab 1, sliding roof and rear rocket launchers. And you've got the Corgi logo again. And on the front, again, CC00601 Fab 1, front firing missiles and the Corgi logo again. Okay, so if I turn the box around to the back, let's just lift that up a little bit so we can read it a little bit better. It says Classic Thunderbirds. In the year 2065, multi-millionaire Jeff Tracy is a bold entrepreneur behind International Rescue, a top-secret organisation headquartered somewhere in the Pacific, whose ongoing mission is to aid humanity. Central to the operations of the International Rescue is its Thunderbird fleet of 5 specially designed craft. Thunderbird 1 is always first on the scene when a rescue is in process, carrying its mobile control console from which operations can be directed. Thunderbird 2 is the fleet's freighter designed to carry heavy and ingenious rescue equipment. Thunderbird 3 is a vehicle capable of flying into space. And Thunderbird 4 is an underwater scout craft carried as part of the rescue equipment in Thunderbird 2. All except Thunderbird 5, which remains in a constant state of alert in space, are based on International Rescue's secret headquarters. Hidden from prying eyes, the crafts are stationed inside a mountain on Tracy Island in the Pacific. Created by Gerry Anderson, nothing is impossible in the exciting world of the Thunderbirds, and Corgi captures the essence of Thunderbirds with this unique collectible model with sliding roof, front-firing missiles hidden behind the front radiator grille, and working rear rocket launchers. For working instructions, please see base of pack, Carlton logo and the Corgi logo. And you've got images of Parker driving the car, Lady Penelope, and them both in the car from an image from the television screen. And if I just drop the box over to the bottom, it shows you how the item works. So the front firing missile, it says please hinge radiator forward by gripping the side, do not use the emblem. And it's front firing missiles, and it says you pull the radiator down and press down on the bonnet to make the torpedo fire or the missile fire. And on the back you got, it says sliding roof and rear rocket launchers, and the same thing, you got 4 rocket launchers, and you press down on the boot to make them fire. And you've got all the warning logos and the packaging design and so on the bottom of the box along with the barcode. Okay, so that's the bottom of the box, and that's the top of the box, and the front of the box, and the side of the box. What I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the box and take the item out. I don't think we're going to be able to remove it from the plinth, but let's take it out and have a look at the model outside of the box. Okay, so I have removed the item from the box, and this is what we got. So the Fab 1 is still attached to the plinth, and like I say, I didn't think I was going to be able to take it off. And you can see why on the bottom it's all still strapped in with the strapping holding it firmly into position. And you've also got the film running around the top of the canopy to keep it in position. So I can't even pull that back and show you how that moves, but I can assure you that does slide back, and you can so it opens up basically to reveal Lady Penelope and Parker. So if I just bring them in, you can see them sitting in the front seat. There is Parker driving, and you've got Lady Penelope in her orange dress at the back, sitting in the back seat. and you can see Parker with his hands around the steering wheel. Okay, so that is the incidentally, this also comes with these 2 rockets, so you get a spare rocket for the front. I'm just going to see if I can pull down the... Yes, okay, so I've just pulled down the front of the radiator, and you can see the rocket just pushes in there, and then you just press the suspension down to fire it. And there's 2 rockets inside the packet, so if you lose one, you've got a spare in there. So that is the... yeah, and it says put it down by the side, don't put it down by the lady, because you're bound to break that off if you do that. Okay, so that is the front of the car, and you can see they've got the headlights there as well, and it's got Fab 1 on the number plate. Let's go around to the back, and you've got the same thing there. You've got the rocket launchers at the back there, and in this packet you have 6 rockets, and so okay, so it takes 4, so you've got 2 spare basically. So there's four that go in, and again they just go in, you press them in, they click in place, and by pressing down on the boot it fires out the rockets, and there you can see you've got the Fab 1 number plate at the back. I mean, it does look a splendid model, I must admit. It is absolutely beautifully detailed. I haven't seen much of them much better than this one, to be perfectly honest with you, in the detailing and the quality. Maybe just the Scale Electric version that was done is far more detailed, but other than that, the detailing on these models is just second to none. Very, very nice. It's a shame that I can slide it back slightly. If you just see that I'm sliding back the roof there, so you can see it does move back. I can't put it back too much, because we've got the strapping that's still holding it all into position there. But you can see it does slide back, so it slides along the axis of the bodywork there. Let's just push it back forward so it's back into position. Okay, so it is all die-cast body. So the whole of the body is die-cast, and the underneath is die-cast. The only plastic parts on here, I'm not sure about... No, that's metal also. So I think it's only the grille, the internal seats, and the figures. I think that's the only and obviously the missiles and the rockets are the only plastic parts on here, I think. And obviously you've got the 6 wheels, so you've got 2 wheels at the front, 1 at the back, on either side. So, and it's all 3 rolling wheels. So yeah, a marvelous model. And as I say, it was produced specifically for the adult collector. What more can I say about it? It is just amazing. Let's just get some sizes here, so you know roughly what the size is. So we're looking at an overall length of 15 centimeters, and that's from the back of the bumper to the front of the bumper. Width wise, let's measure across the widest part of the bonnet. So we're looking at 5.5 centimeters, probably about 5 centimeters across. And height wise, if we measure from the bottom of the tires to the top of the canopy, we're looking at 4 centimeters. So that gives you an idea of the size of the Fab 1. Now, how well did these do? Well, yeah, I can't say that I think all of these Thunderbird models all done very well. These particular ones this particular one we're looking at today is for the adult collector. It's not a toy to be played with. It is one for display, even though it's got the functionalities with it. It is really for display rather than to be played with. Although there is play value to the item, but I just do think you get it ruined if it was given to a child to play with. So there's plenty of other ones for children to play with. So these particular ones really built to show. And this particular one, I'm sure would look fantastic with the other models in the same series. So the Thunderbird 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Thunderbird 5 come to that, all in the same series, would look great on display together. So yeah, the only thing is with these, I really don't think these ones sold particularly well compared to the earlier versions. They're I don't know how many times Corgi have actually reissued the Fab 1. They've done it multiple times. Each time, I must say, it gets better. Quality is better, and there's more functionalities, and probably better sculpting on the figures. So it does get better the more they produce. However, it doesn't really seem to make them sell any better, because there's just so many different versions out there. This particular version is probably one of the hardest ones to find, because it was geared for the adult collector, and there wasn't a massive quantity of them produced. So trying to find them now in this mint unopened condition is quite difficult. You can pick them up, don't get me wrong, you pick them up pretty much everywhere, used and former displayed items without boxes, or missing the missiles and torpedoes or what have you. But finding them like this in this mint sealed condition is pretty much rare. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Thunderbird items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes onto the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.